Hi guys, welcome to the first episode of my relocation journey. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about how I got funding, scholarship, into a university in Canada and how I moved from Nigeria to Canada. And if you are the kind of person that is looking to gain an admission to any university in Canada, or you're looking for funding in Canada, this video is for you. Don't go anywhere because I'll be sharing a lot of information in this video. So before I start, here is a disclaimer. Everything I'm going to be sharing in this video is all about my personal experience, about how I got my own funding and how I moved from Nigeria to Canada. Okay, so this is called a pre-start journey, meaning that everything you need to do while you are in your home country, for example Nigeria, before starting to check or before trying to look for an admission in Canada, right? So my journey started in 2023. That was when I started looking for admission in Canada, and guess what, guys? I got rejected. I made this post on LinkedIn when I spoke about how my first class degree did not get me an admission into any university in Canada. You'll be wondering, a first class for that matter, how come you didn't get an admission into university in Canada? Yes, because there are lots of mistakes that I made, and that is why I am here, so that you don't make the same mistake that I made. So in case you have not read that post, I'm going to drop my link to my LinkedIn in the description. That will take you directly to my post. But now let's continue with our video, talking about things that you need to do before moving to Canada. And the very first thing is that you have to search for school. Right, I told you guys that I always post about my relocation journey, how I got my funding on LinkedIn, and I always get this question from people: how do I get schools in Canada, or how do I get schools in UK or US? Because a lot of people don't even know how to get schools, maybe cheap schools or schools that can give funding in Canada. And I'll be listing different ways at which you can get schools in Canada. And the first thing is Google search. Yes, Google search. So you're going to type on your Google search, for example, 10 universities in Canada, 10 cheapest university in Canada, or schools where I can get funding in Canada. You'll be surprised by how many numbers of universities you'll be getting, and from there you're already doing a compilation of the list or the compilation of the schools in Canada. Another thing that you can do is go to your LinkedIn. If you don't have an account on LinkedIn, I will urge you to go and create an account on LinkedIn, because on LinkedIn there are a lot of international students. And what you can do is that go to your LinkedIn search bar and search for international students or graduate assistantship anywhere, either in UK or in Canada, and you'll be shocked that most people are talking about their schools and they don't hide their schools. They're going to put it there. That is another way through which you can get schools. Like me, if you go to my LinkedIn page, you are going to definitely see the name of my school, and I'm also going to be mentioning it to you here. All right, another thing you can do is WhatsApp group. Like, let people know that you have interest in traveling abroad, in studying abroad. I am in a kind of groups that they always talk about universities abroad, so you can be lucky to be in one of these groups where they talk about universities abroad, and from there you can always compile them in a book or in your jotter, and from there you're already having list of schools abroad. And the one that worked for me was word of mouth. I'm the kind of person that I know people in abroad, so I let them know as soon as I was ready that I am ready to study abroad and I need schools and I got information about school. So those are the ways at which you can get schools abroad. And I know this is the age where everybody makes use of AI. Go to ChatGPT, or there is this particular AI that I use often. It is called Perplexity.ai. Just put it there. What are the schools that can get me funding in abroad, such as Canada? And you'll be surprised that it is going to give you an endless list of where you can study in Canada. And after you have already gotten all these schools, you can easily go to their website and you can get more other information, in which I'll be talking about later. Okay, and other important thing and very crucial thing that you need to also do is you should determine your route. What do I mean by determining your route? Is that, are you coming to Canada for a thesis-based course, or a thesis-based master's program, or course-based master's program? Okay, you see, this thesis-based and course-based, I know a lot of people are clueless about it, and I am willing to shed more light on this route. And I want you to do something right now. Like this video, subscribe, so that YouTube can always push it to people that are interested in knowing more about this kind of content. And in my next episode, I'm going to be talking about this next stage that is very important. This is what will determine whether the school is going to pick you or the school is not going to pick you, or maybe you stand a chance of getting an admission. Thank you. See you in the next episode.